and Sally, John and Susan, Joan and Graham, Irene and Nigel are all here to play Larry Grayson's Generation Game.
Shut that door and enjoy the Generation Game. What's in store? The best of relations is our aim. Larry Grayson is here to play, so
shut that door. Thank you. Thank you and welcome to the show. It's nice to have you here. We've got an hour tonight and we've got a lot of people to meet, a lot of very funny games to play and some surprise guests popping in and out. Some I know, some I don't know. But without my Saturday girl, I couldn't go through it all. Ladies and gentlemen, my lovely girlfriend, Isla St Clair. Now tell me then, clever girl, what have you been doing this week?
Something that nobody else will ever do, because I sold the 1,000th millionth television license postage stamp.
You
right?
did?
I did, and I sold it to somebody who's here with us tonight.
Here? In the audience?
Yes.
Oh.
I sold it to a lovely lady, and she's 82 years young, and her name is Winnie Mulvaney.
Oh.
And she's here with Pearl.
Well, Winnie and Pearl, if you'd like to come round after the show to my dressing room, we'll have a little drink and a piece of fairy cake. You'd like that? So I'll see you afterwards, all right? All right.
Right.
Over you go, Isla. And now, Isla, could we meet our first contestants who are here tonight to play our Generation Game?
From Suffolk, father and daughter, Bill and Sally Greer.
Hello, Bill.
Hello, Larry.
Are you all right?
Yes, thank you.
Having a lovely day with us?
A super day,
Good,
yes.
that's fine. Now, Bill, you are Bill Greer.
Yes.
And you're from...
Leyston, in Suffolk.
Leyston in Suffolk. And you're a headmaster of a middle school with 561 pupils between the ages of 9 and 13.
That's right.
That's a handful, I should think.
They are. Could I just give you a message from them?
Oh, yes, please, yes.
Well, lots of the girls asked me to tell you how lovely they think you are.
Oh, that's nice.
And the big boys asked me to tell Isla how much she is.
Yeah. Well, thank you. That's very nice. Thank you very much. If you're looking in, and I'm sure they are, aren't they? They'll be looking
I think
in,
they are,
yeah. It said you live here with 5 women and a female cat.
That's right, yes.
That's nice. And that's your wife, Kay. You have 4 daughters.
4 daughters.
Susan, Sally, Jane and Rebecca.
Yes.
Oh, and the cat's Rosemary.
Cat's called Rosemary Lavender.
It said you also bought 2 kid goats thinking they were billies to keep the hedge down, but they didn't and produced...
No.
2 more goats
Again,
instead.
I bought these 2 goats, little baby goats, thinking they were billy goats to keep the hedge down.
Of course, yes.
And tethered them with chains so they didn't get on my sprouts.
Yes. No, we couldn't have that. We couldn't have them trampling on your sprouts.
One morning they were tethered with anchor chains.
Yeah?
And one morning we woke up and they were all the chain was wound round each other.
Oh, dear.
And a few weeks later, one of them turned out to be a lady. There was a lady and a gentleman goat.
Yeah.
So I had to take them back to the market.
Yeah.
But I got more money.
Yeah.
For the one that was in kid.
I bet they were pleased, though.
Who?
The goats. I should have been. And it said you like to keep up with the news and watch it at least 3 times a night. I love the news, you know.
Yes.
I love the news. You know, 1:45 and 20 to 6. Nobody must speak in the house when the news is on.
I like it once in every evening.
Yes.
So I try it.
Your father's speaking.
I like to watch the news.
I know, that's what I thought. Carry on,
Once
Bill.
every... So I try it at 20 to 6.
Yes.
And if I don't make it...
Yes.
That's on your side.
Yes.
But I usually make it by 10.
But you...
But that's the other side.
Well, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. For all of us. Oh, there's your card, Bill, and don't stay with us. And now, because this is your daughter, this is your daughter, and you're Sally, aren't you? You're Sally. And now, Sally's not the eldest, is she, Sally?
No, she's number 2.
You're number 2. And they said you're a bit accident-prone, such as what? What do you do?
Well, I was in a posh restaurant once.
Yes.
And I was drinking Coke out of a posh wine glass.
Yeah.
And I just took a great big bite out of the wine glass.
Oh, you did?
I did.
How did you do that?
Well, I don't know. It was my first wine glass. I'd never had a wine glass before.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're a bit anxious, you know.
I was.
And you knocked
just...
glasses over.
Yeah.
And did you do something at your nose too? What was it? No, you avoid to do... You try to avoid doing the washing up at home.
Oh, no, I wash up. I don't dry because things just slip out my hand.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, handles come off.
Do they?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh. Have you got a boyfriend?
Well, yes, actually.
Yeah. Does he know all about this before you married him? Anyway, I know, but you might be. It might put him off and breaking all these pots and things. It'd be very expensive, well, I hope not. Is he here tonight?
No, he's at home.
Oh, is he?
I hope.
Oh, what do you mean you hope? You will. Yeah, well, so do I. Yes, it said that you're a keen follower of Coronation Street and Crossroads.
Yes.
You like that?
Yeah,
yes. Because I get mixed up, you know, with them both.
You do?
Well, sometimes I think it's, I think it's that Ken Baldwin that's in the wheelchair. And Sandy, you know, Sandy shot JR. I get them all mixed up. I get everything mixed up. Well, we'll have to get on because it's almost time for Juliet Bravo. So, You're doing very well indeed, and it's very nice to have you both on the show. Would you like to just go sit over there? OK, over you go. Come on, they're lovely. And Alec, we meet our next contestants who are here to play our generation game.
From Buckinghamshire, father-in-law and daughter-in-law John and Susan Bailey.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Beautiful day,
Have a nice day with us.
Beautiful,
yes,
yes.
I told you. Because, you see, I meet them during the day, you know, for half an hour. And I always say to them, relax and have a nice day with us, because they go around the studios and see everything before you come through that door.
Yes, indeed.
Are you enjoying it all?
Oh, lovely.
And you've been married to Joyce for 32 happy years.
True.
And, of course, she knows that. And you like Windsor Davies. Well, you look a bit like Windsor Davies.
Well,
you do. You sounded like him, you know, like that, you know, because when you talk like that, yeah, hello.
The thing is, though, Larry, that I'm always being accused of being Windsor Davies.
Yes, I'm sure.
I mean, I'm sure he's far better looking than I am.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. You're in the Territorial Army, and you are a Staff Sergeant. Oh, I see now. I can see why they think you like Windsor Davies if you're a Staff Sergeant in the Army. And you spent some time as a distresser. What's
Not in the Territorial Army.
No, tell me about what's a distresser.
This was
Before?
a job that I had in the furniture, reproduction furniture.
Yes, yeah. What does it mean, then?
Well, you get a table is offered to you as from the plane.
Yes, I see.
But to put the old 400-year-old touch on, you've got to put scoops in it.
Oh, I know. I see. It's reproduction.
That's right,
yes. I've got some. And I thought it was real. And it says here, you have a wondrous moustache. Oh, yes, you have. I never noticed before. And, well, very nice to have you here, John.
Thank you, Larry.
Good luck with the games and everything. And now we come to you.
Yes.
And you are...
Susan Bailey.
Susan. And you're married to Andrew, of course.
I am, yes.
You met Andrew when you were 15 and Andrew burnt a hole in your best dress at a party.
Yes.
But you made it up by taking... He made it up by taking for a ride on his scooter.
Yes.
It's nice. It says you've got 2 left feet.
That's true.
Can't tell.
No, I know. You can't see the joint.
Nice nail polish on you.
Yes.
Yes. I like it. Yes, nice. Suits you. And it said you were born and brought up in Olney, famous for its pancake race.
Yes.
Have you ever played in the pancake race?
No, because of these. You know.
Because of your feet?
Yeah, I can't run.
How funny, though.
But they do it every year.
I know they do, because I've seen it on television.
Yes.
Or in the papers, Olney. Well, we have a... Army sergeant who's marvellous at tossing pancakes.
Yes.
Would you like to meet him?
Oh, yes, please.
Well, all right, then.
Look at you.
Hello, then. You do look alike. I say, look at this.
I must say, John, I think he's slightly better looking than I am.
No, stop.
Mind you, he's got a bigger one than I got. I tell you what, this is one of the wife's pancakes by here now, ladies and gentlemen. One of the wife's pancakes, light as a feather. And I was Middle East champion of this game, John. Watch this, right? Watch that boom, watch that boom. Right, here we go.
Oh, well. What happened? Windsor Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. All right, that was a nice surprise for you, wasn't it?
Thank you very much.
Charming gentleman. Very nice man. And so, Isla, could you tell us about our first game?
Ever since I saw Olga Korbut in the Olympics quite a few years ago, I've been a great fan of gymnastics, as I'm sure very many of you at home are as well. So tonight, I've got high hoops that you're going to enjoy watching. The British Modern Rhythmic Gymnastics team.
Good, it's very nice to see you again, because she was in before with your girls with the
ribbons.
The ribbons last year, yes. And you trained these lovely girls, aren't they beautiful? Now, our contestants are going a bit pale, but you'll be all right. Are you going to do some marking for us, Jenny?
Yes,
you are?
I will.
Over there
Thank
you go.
you.
OK, over you go. Right. You two come first. All right, all right. Oh, yeah, there you are. Right. You are there. And now we have the British Modern Gymnastic Rhythmic team with our first two contestants. OK, Ronnie, away we go. right, over there. Lovely. Very good indeed, very good. Here we are, darling, there we are, over here. So there's a spot there, right there by that red mark. The British modern rhythmic gymnastic team with our other two contestants. OK, Ronnie? Jenny, over here, that's fine. Oh, that's it, come in, darling, there we are. Down here, so they can see you at home. That's the way, right? Now, Jenny, what about that? What about Bill here and Sally?
The first couple I thought very, very good.
Very good, yes, I know.
Got all the rolls and the throws.
Yeah.
They caught those as well.
Yes. So, how many marks?
Yes, I think 10 out of 12.
10 out of 12. Very good. And here we have John and Sue.
1 or 2 problems, I think they had, yes.
1 or 2? Putting it mildly, Josh. Anyway, Jenny,
yes, I think 8.
8? Yes. 8, that's fine. Well, I'd like to thank the girls very much for coming along. Thank you very much, girls. And, of course, you, Jenny Bott. Lovely to see you again.
Thank you.
Come back again sometime.
I'd love to.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Jenny Bott, ladies and gentlemen. And Isla scores on the doors.
Bill and Sally have 10 points, and John and Sue have 8 points.
Ah, very good, very good. You see, you're very, very near, you see, at 8 and 10, so you can still pick up, you see, in the next game. And, Isla, tell us about the next game.
I'm pretty sure that you'll know that Larry's favourite film star of all time is Judy Garland. And her daughter, Liza Minnelli, is one of my favourites, and here they are together. Now, that gave us the idea for the next game, because over on the boards, on the big boards here, we've got 6 well-known mums and dads. And on the boards here, we have 10 well-known sons and daughters. And we want you to pair them up correctly. You've got 30 seconds to do it in, starting from now.
Isla, who have you for number 1?
We've paired Raymond Massey with his daughter, Anna Massey.
Well, we've got Raymond Massey, but I'm afraid we haven't got...
We put Kim Braden.
We got Kim Braden, so that's... so I'm afraid no points. No points. So number 2, Isla.
Number 2, now we've got... Oh, dear, we've got Barbara Kelly, and we've paired her with a son being Tim Woodward.
Yeah?
I don't think so.
Well, we've got Barbara Kelly with Sheridan Morley. Robert Morley will be pleased. So therefore, we have no points at all. Here we have... What have you for number 3, Isla?
Margaret Thatcher, and we've paired her with Beau Bridges.
Oh, dear. Well, we have our Prime Minister, and she is here with her son, Mark. So that's right. So it's 2 to you. And the number 4, Isla.
And we've paired that wonderful man, Robert Morley, with his son, Sheridan Morley.
Oh, you've got that right.
Got it right.
Well, we have Robert Morley with Beau Bridges, so we're nowhere, I'm afraid. And number 5.
And Raymond Francis. Now, we've paired him with Kim Braden.
Well, we've got Raymond Francis with Anne Massey, and of course he should be with his son Clive Francis. So we have no points again. And number 6, we have
Mary Martin with her son J.R.
Yes, and we have the same. So that's 2 each, and here we go. Right. And so, Isla, now tell us the scores on the doors.
Phil and Sally have 14 points, and John and Sue 14. It's a tiebreaker.
It's a tiebreaker. Well. Now the questions, and it's the first to answer. Now let me have a good look at you so I can see all your faces, right? How many tides are there normally in 24 hours?
2.
You got it, I believe. Is that right? Yes, you did. You got it. It's terribly difficult when it's something like that. It's so close, you know. Thank you very much. It's been so nice to have met you and been on the programme. I'm so glad you enjoyed it so much. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There you go. And Isla, could we now meet our next contestants who are here to play our generation game?
From Lancashire, mother and son, Joan and Graham Badger.
Hello. All right, my darling.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, with the same, look, snap. Now, Joan, you're from Ingle in Preston.
Yes.
Lancashire, and you run your own bridal wear shop.
Yes.
That's very nice. You're fighting the flab.
All the time.
He said you say you have a rather unique way of doing it. Now what's the unique way you've got, Joan?
Well, I use polythene strips.
Polythene strips?
And I wrap them all round where I need... Well, she's everywhere.
Everywhere?
Yes.
I mean, you take your clothes off first?
Oh, yes.
Go on, tell me.
Then I pack them back on again.
You put your clothes back on?
As many as possible. Oh, yes. You've got to sweat.
Yeah.
And then you get working.
Yeah.
Do your housework.
Yes.
And you sweat like the dickens. And you bang it like this as well.
Keep banging like that.
Yeah.
And you've got all these polythene things right...
Not now, I haven't.
No, you haven't. I know. Oh, I am glad. You were nearly... Listen. You were once nearly thrown out of a church for giggling because you thought one of the congregation looked like a rabbit.
Yeah. Well, it was Hawes Festival.
Doesn't matter what it was. It doesn't matter. It was Harvey Festival for a while. But she looked like a rabbit.
She had a big round face and she was brown, and she had a brown hat and it had points on.
Did it? And did you laugh?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you...
And then I counted all the grapes to stop from laughing.
Did you really?
Yes.
Well, I've got news for you. You know what?
Yeah.
I know her. I do. I do. She lives at Bulkington. Now then, don't feel ignored, but I've got to talk to you. Now, it's how the show is. You've got to go from one to the other, I mean, you know. Now, you are Graham. This is your son.
Yes, the baby.
It's the baby. How many have you got then, Joe?
3.
You got 3, and he's the baby?
He's the baby.
Yes. And you're married to Jeannie?
Yes.
And is Jeannie here?
No, she's not.
Oh, what a shame.
It is.
Oh, well. Is she done with the children?
She is.
How many children have you got?
Just the one.
Now, when you were 10, you used to make faces at your brother Paul in the church choir. We're back in the church again.
We are,
in the church choir. And when your granny and grandpa came round for tea, you trained your dog to sit on the carpet so it would cover the hole.
Yeah.
You had a cup?
Yeah. We had a hole on the carpet.
A hole in the carpet?
A hole,
yes.
Where a coal had dropped out of the fire.
Yeah.
And we couldn't afford a new carpet.
Yeah.
So I had to train the dog to sit on the hole to save the embarrassment.
I suppose as the hole got bigger, you got a bigger dog. It was a pup, was it?
Yeah,
and it grew with a hole.
Yeah.
Barbara Woodhouse, be pleased. I must tell her.
Yeah.
When you were over at the Isle of Man, you endeavoured to find a shortcut, but ended up on the track of a famous Isle of Man milk race. Oh, that's that, Bicycle race, isn't it?
Pedal side.
And did you get on the track where they were racing?
Yeah, yeah.
Could be very dangerous, you know.
It could. I could have damaged my car.
Were you in a car there, yeah? Oh, I see. Get out of it. He was walking and running. Oh, I see. Ah, well. Well, they were good. Very dangerous, Graham. Yeah, very dangerous. Very. Well, if, like, we had to both go sit over there. I'll be with you in a minute. Oh, there you go. Go on. And Alec, we now meet our last contestants tonight who are here to play our generation game.
From Somerset, mother-in-law and son-in-law, Irene Donald and Nigel Fincham.
All right, my lovely. You all right, Irene?
Very.
Good. You look nice and cool.
Thank you.
Good. You're from Burnham-on-Sea?
Yes, that's right, Larry.
And I see, and you're married to Ken.
Yes.
And you're a housewife.
That's
right. Your maiden name was Lily. And at school, you were always called Piccalilli.
Oh, I was a real little pickle.
Were you? Did they all call you Piccalilli?
Yes, they did.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said they do say some names, don't they? At school. I can't tell you what
didn't know that.
I can't tell you what they called me. It said, when you were courting, you went to see a film called Road to Alaska with Bob Hope and Dorothy Lamour.
That's
and
right.
Ken couldn't stop laughing.
No.
And you got so embarrassed you changed seats.
Oh, I did, Larry, yes.
You saw every film of Nelson Eddy and Jeanette MacDonald.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Were they your favourites?
I loved them.
So did I. Maytime and Naughty Marietta,
yes.
Girl of the Golden
Gorgeous,
West.
gorgeous.
Yes.
They were, yeah.
You know, I think the most famous song they did was the Indian Love Call from
that's
Rosemary.
Beautiful.
That lovely, that, you know, when I'm calling you. Hearken, hearken.
When I'm calling you.
Baggy trousers. Baggy trousers.
Well, I'm telling you, listen.
Baggy trousers.
Listen. No, I mean, I must admit, you're nothing like Nelson, but you're just like Jeanette.
Oh, who said the Mountie always gets his man?
Well, very nice. Is that nice?
Wonderful, yes.
Yes,
Thank you
yeah.
very much. That was lovely.
We've enjoyed it.
Anyway, thank you both for coming in. Isn't it lovely to see him? Ladies and gentlemen, Little and Large. Ah, well, we never know what's going to happen, you know. Anybody can come in. Now, you're Nigel Fincham, and you are a regional marketing manager in advertising in the Yellow Pages.
That's right.
For Yellow Pages. When you were a baby, you won a baby contest, and your photo was used to advertise orange juice on many clinic walls.
Yes, that's right. I started in advertising very young. Yes.
I think I bought one. And on your honeymoon to Irene's daughter, Gwen, you caught German measles, and Gwen spent the entire time nursing you in the hospital.
I'm counting the spots, yes.
Yeah. And the clinic used a photo of you to advertise Spotted Dick as well, I believe.
No.
Well, you didn't.
Not quite.
That's a good thing. You and Gwen have moved 6 times in 7 years. One place was Buxton. You were there for 5 months during a very bad winter and never saw any grass for 4 months because it was covered in snow.
That's right, yes.
Well, I went there to do a concert once, and it was about 2 years ago in the autumn. They said, you'll love it, Buxton's so beautiful, which it is, of course. And they said, you know, when you go over the hills, whatever they call them, you know, the Derbyshire Hills, into Buxton, said, the view is wonderful.
Magnificent.
And, yes, I know. Well, it was foggy, I never saw a thing. Thick fog all the way there and back. Didn't see a thing. Still haven't. You have 2 Irish red setters. Katie, the mother, produced her puppies while you were away, and Gwen rang you every few minutes to say, it's another one. She ended up by making 12 calls. So it had 12 babies?
Yes, that's right, yes.
Fancy
All over
them.
the house.
What? Oh, yes, all right, yes. She's just had another one. All right. Nice to have you on the show. And now, Isla, could you tell us about our next game?
And I don't know if you know, but Larry has opened a wee antique shop in Chapel End. And today is the day it opens. Now, would you believe it? Larry hasn't got a clue about what he should be charging for things. So we want you to give him a hand by writing down what you think different items are worth. And over to Grayson's Antiques.
Da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da-da-da. Look at the muck on here. La-da-da-da-da-da. You see, the only thing is about having an antique shop, it's all very well and very nice, but you see, I don't know the price of anything. I do wish someone would come along to help me. Hello, Arthur. Arthur, how very nice of you to drop in. You've dropped in just right to help me.
I'm sorry you've had to open a shop like this in order to get a crust.
Come on over here. Now, first of all, Arthur, could you tell us something about this delightful clock?
Yes, well, a type of clock like this is known as a bracket clock. It was made about 1700, and it is in a vermilion and gold lacquer case. Got a small 6-inch dial, which is nice, but the great thing about this clock is the maker's name, because out there probably are people who collect clocks and watches, and when I say it was made by Ellicott, that puts hundreds of pounds on this clock.
So will you put down the price you think you'd pay for this clock? All right, Arthur? Now, what about this delightful little thing here?
That I like very much, because everyone can see it's a miniature sideboard. It's about 12 inches long, no bigger, and is an apprentice piece. This would have been made by a young man who'd done his time and was passing out to be a cabinet maker. And that's about 1800, 1810.
Now, I'm fascinated by this, Arthur. I've never seen one of these before.
Well, these used to be on every public house bar, because it's known as a penny in the slot tobacco box. The idea was you put the penny in there, pressed it well down, there's a little spring here, up comes this lid, in which this was filled with tobacco, and you filled your pipe. That's right. Yeah. And then you went back on the bar, and you closed the lid down like that. Yeah.
Now, I know that this table is a favourite of yours.
I've been looking at that table for a long while. This table's really out of this world.
It is beautiful.
It's a sofa table. It's got the usual 2 drawers and 2 flaps, just like they always are. The whole base of it is satin wood, and this big band of mahogany running all round it, on pretty end standards, and is one of the nicest sofa tables I think I've ever seen.
And finally, Arthur, the chair.
Well, I like chairs, and this one is absolutely superb. It's got a bit of history to it, because it was made by a man named John Linnell. He was Robert Adams' favourite cabinet maker. If he wanted anything really done well, he went to Linnell.
Right now, what you think the chair's worth, and now, Arthur, over we go here to find out what our contestants have written down. So, Isla, what have we for the clock?
Irene and Nigel have put down 2,500.
Joan and Graham have put down 1,000... Is it 700? 1,700, Arthur.
Well, it was a good try there. Not quite enough because of this name. 3,500.
3,500. So who's the nearest to it? You get 1 point.
Right, yes.
Right. And Arthur, this... Isla, what have you for number 2?
Now, we have £150.
Well, we have £600.
Yes, well, you've gone much too low, and you're just a bit too much. It would make in auction about 500.
And to this delightful tobacco thing, Isla?
Now, we have £100.
Well, we have 350.
Well, you have to work this out who's nearest, because the answer's 220.
It is 220. All right, so...
Give her 1.
Eh?
Give her 1.
One.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, then.
Thank you. Oh.
And now you're going to be very surprised about this, Jodie and Graham, and you too, because what you have for number 4, Isla?
1,500.
And we have 950. Now, tell them...
You see, you don't pay quite enough attention to what I said. I said this is about the finest table I've seen. It would make about £4,500.
£4,500. So actually, our friends here, Irene and Nigel, are the nearest. It really is beautiful, that.
Yes, absolutely.
Breathtaking. And Isla, for number 5?
Yes, and we have put down £350.
And we have 750.
Yes, well, I'm afraid here again is a chair out of this world worth about 1,600.
1,600 to 1,006. So we are the nearest. We are the nearest.
My word, you've got a wonderful stock. You must have had a bit of luck to start with.
I knew you'd have to say something like that, you. It's very naughty to me as Arthur, because I tell you, also he's one of my dearest friends, and I'm most delighted to see him. Ladies and gentlemen, Arthur Negus. Thank you, Arthur. And could we have the scores on the doors?
Names in the frames, Joan and Graham with 2 points, and Irene and Nigel with 3 points.
Now, that's very near, you see. 2 and 3, very good. So you got a chance to catch up on the next game. And, Isla, would you tell us about our next game?
We're getting near the time for Christmas cards, and this card here is one that anybody would just love to receive, I think. Just have a look at this. It's been handmade. Whoopee. You see it? Isn't it good? That's Prancer and Dancer and they jump out. Look, I'll do it again. Boom. It's fantastic, isn't it? I mean, if you could really get down to it, you could make this kind of thing at home. We're going to show you how to make a card for any occasion, and it's a pop-up frog card with Lorraine Wilkins.
Hello, Lorraine. How are you? Good, lad. So now you're going to make a pop-up frog.
With a Father Christmas hat on.
With a Father Christmas hat on.
Right.
Away you go, Lorraine. Let's see how you do it, then. What a lovely game for children, Lorraine, with Christmas coming on.
Yes. First of all, you fold your paper in half. Remember, you're only cutting half a frog.
That's like like cardboard paper, is it not?
It's blotting paper.
A blotting paper.
You cut a slit for the mouth, and you fold the bottom lip down and the top lip up.
Right, Irene. Where you put the tongue?
Hat.
Here's the Santa Claus hat. Dots, which are the eyes, the top corner, a pencil just to draw into black spots to make them look more like eyes. Right, Lorraine. And there is the card, and there is the puppet frog. Jolly good. That's very good indeed. All right, Lorraine, so you can pop off and come back and do some marking. Okay. Over you go. Now, you get to your places, and you have 1 minute, 15 seconds to make your pop-up frog, and it starts now. Hurry, it says on the card. I was never really good at this sort of thing at school, so you did better than I did. You only have 30 seconds, so get the Christmas hat on and the tongue as quick as you can. Get the glue on, put the eyes on very, very quickly. Hurry, hurry, hurry. You have 15 seconds to stick the hat on. It will, do the best you can. Just stick it on, Graham. There we are. All right, now, what about this, then? We didn't even get it on the card, but, I mean, it is not bad. It looks more like a tadpole, but it doesn't look... It's not bad at all. Do you think so?
I think I'll give it 3 for an interesting approach.
Yeah, because, you see, look, if we put it on there, you see, like that, it would have been better because the time factor. All right, Graham, you come here. seems like a nice frog.
It goes up both ways because it's got its eye on its toe.
Yes, very strange, that, Graham. Very strange. Graham's got the hat on, he's put the eye on the toe. Very strange, I thought you were when you came in. However, how many...
Well, he has got the mouth right, so I think I'll give that one 3 as well.
You give that 3 as well?
Yes.
All right. He's got the mouth right.
On the square side.
I know, it's a square frog. But it's not, you know...
I think I'll give that one 2.
You give it 2, Irene, so it's not too bad. Now, that one, look. That's quite good.
Seems like a nice frog.
It does seem like a nice frog, you're quite right.
I think that one 4.
You give that one 4?
Done a very good job there.
Fine. Ladies and gentlemen, Lorraine Wilkins. Thank you, ladies. All right, Joni, Irene. Isla, scores on the doors.
Joan and Graham have 8 points, and Irene and Nigel 9 points.
Yes. Well, as always, we're ever so sorry to see you go, but it's the way they go. It's not our choosing, but it's been delightful having you on the programme. I do hope you've enjoyed it very much being with us. I'm glad.
Well, I'm going to try out the plastic bags.
Yeah, OK. Bye-bye, Joni. Bye-bye, Graham. You do have to go there. And now, Isla, could you tell us about our end game?
I was wondering what happened to the wonderful old magic acts. You know, the kind of thing when the magician had not a thing up his sleeve, but his beautiful assistant. Well, that's the kind of old type of magic that our contestants are going to have a go at under the expert guidance of a modern-day master of magic, abracadabraca, Paul Daniel.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, what I should like to perform for you this evening... several different kinds of magic, and let's hope there's a little entertainment in them somewhere. Here we have a fleur, which I shall remove from my coat. The fleur is really a white handkerchief, and this is some more fleurs. From the sleeve, I shall remove this handkerchief, thereby proving there is nothing up my sleeve except my arms. And during this next performance, my hands will not leave the ends of my arms. This is a trick. What's yellow and has 22 legs? A Chinese football team. I shall tear it up. These are the jokes, folks. And now, we fold all the pieces up, and I want you to admire this skill with which I give a little puff. And this isn't a dandy trick. And now the water from India. Hocus pocus, will the cameramen get it in focus? Wonderful mover. Now, the famous bottle and glass trick. Fortunately, the climax of the whole performance. Almost. If you clap this loudly, I will do another one. Ladies and gentlemen, the bottle and the glass trick, glass and the bottle, will now change places when I say the magic words, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And they have changed places. The hard part of the trick is to make them go back again. So I shall say it backwards. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And they are back where they started from. Water from India. Abracadabra. Wonderful. Next, ladies and gentlemen, for those who have never seen it before, what should have happened halfway through was I should have stopped, snapped my fingers, and over here would have been the glass, and over there... And in conclusion, I should like to do my juggling act. But for the benefit of those who've never seen it before, juggling in slow motion.
Thank you. Yeah, oh, lovely, the breeze.
Oh.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Oh, I enjoyed
I've
that.
never seen you better. It says on that card. Now, but you're going to do we're going to do the games now with
yes. I put together a set of tricks that I think anybody could do with
Yes.
no notice at all.
That's right. They can do. Anyone can do them.
Anyone.
Anyone.
Yes.
And you'll do the marking for us, Paul.
Oh, certainly.
You
Yes.
will do.
Love to.
Okay, you just go over there then.
I will
And
indeed.
we'll see now.
If you'd like to draw a door, we'll see. On you go. That's it. And you have the choice, Sally. What would you like to do?
Go first.
Right.
You'd like to go first? Well, as always, just sit yourself still and we'll just see who's behind my door. And I must tell you again, I don't know. I've had some of the most wonderful surprises, and now I don't know who's there, so I will just see. And here we go. Oh, no! Hello. Oh, how lovely to see you. Oh, my goodness. How are you?
Oh, ever so well.
I know you're looking well. Are you getting ready for the Palladium pantomime?
Yes, with Windsor.
Yes, of course. Oh, you're two together tonight.
Yes.
How very nice. Now, how's your husband and the children?
Oh, they're fine, and they sent their love to you.
They did. That's very nice. It's lovely to see you, Molly. Ladies and gentlemen, a very great friend of mine, Miss Molly Sugden. Bye-bye, Molly. Bye-bye. Thank you, darling. All right, over here. And now, magic moments from our first two contestants.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to entertain you with a few tricks tonight. I think I know them. My first trick, you see this lovely white rose? Turns into a lovely white handkerchief. Nothing this side, nothing that side. I just say, abracadabra, rice pudding and jam, and we go, whoo! And now, water from India. Now I'm going to tear this just into pieces. Like this. Every bit. Every bit gone. But Mr. Beano. This trick has never been seen before. I have actually never done it before. I'm going to show it to you now. You'll see. Well, I'll start again. Oh, that's all right. There. You'll see under there, there's a bottle. Oh. I'm now going to make that bottle appear there. So if you'll all just close your eyes a minute, I'll make that bottle appear there. OK, just watch this. Hang on a minute. There it is. It's back there. I'm sorry that didn't go too well. So just to make up for it all, we'll have some more water from India. A juggling trick that you've probably never seen before. I'm going to juggle these, but I'm not going to do it the usual way, quickly so you can hardly see it. I'm going to do them very slowly, much harder that way.
And now, magic moments with our last two contestants.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to witness some magic that you haven't seen this evening. Not the way I do it, anyway. First of all, I'd like to produce a handkerchief out of my sleeve to show you there's nothing up my sleeve. That, of course, is apart from my arm, which is attached, of course, to my hand. And you'll notice that my hands will not leave my arms throughout the evening. Watch this handkerchief very closely. This is my beautiful assistant, Irene. Irene, let's have some water from India. Thank you, my dear. That will do for starters. Thank you. Perfectly ordinary comic, ladies and gentlemen. Perfectly ordinary. Watch very closely as I rip it up. Watching very closely, I hope. There we are. Just ended. Thank you, Irene. Thank you very much indeed. Notice in front of me I have two perfectly ordinary items here. One bottle and one glass, and two perfectly ordinary tubes. I'm going to put the tubes over the glass and over the bottle. Notice very carefully how the bottle I will now make transfer from this one into this one, and the glass transfer into that one. Abracadabra. As you can see, it has now happened, I think. Yes, it has. I will now make the bottle jump from here into here. This is more difficult. And the glass back into here. Watch very, very closely. Cannabis. Can we have some more water from India, please, Irene? Notice the sweet action as she pours from a great height. Watch for the tidal waves. Notice perfectly ordinary handkerchiefs. What I'm going to do is juggle very, very slowly. Watch very closely.
Come on, darling, come on, round here. There you go. All right, over there, sweetheart. There we are. There we are, darling. There we are. All right, Paul.
That was marvellous.
That's absolutely
Really
marvellous.
fantastic. I'm going to give you 16, and I'll tell you why. I thought your performance was wonderful, and you should get a summer season anywhere with that act. You were hysterical, you really were, and the way you got out of trouble was amazing. But this man did duplicate my actions more accurately, so I'm giving them 17, 16, 17. All right?
Would you like to sit over here? You just come sit over here. You'll see in a moment. You sit yourself over there. Now, what about our trick, Paul?
Oh, I know this is one of your favourite tricks. It's an old pantomime trick. We'll show everybody how it works. It's very simple. All you do is you go out, you buy a couple of tubes, you see, and you have a couple of bottles, and you manage to change the place visibly. Watch. 1, 2, 3, and there's the glass, and there's the bottle. Isn't that amazing?
Jolly good.
Wonderful.
Very, very good indeed. Very good. Yeah. So, Paul, you just tell us now the scores on the doors.
Sure.
Yes, you just do that.
Bill and Sally have got 16 now, and Irene and Nigel have got 17. OK? Yes.
Very good indeed.
Thank you.
Very, very good.
So, would you like to see this again?
Yeah, but I just had to see it just once more, just to say that we've seen it again, so just do it.
I don't often do encore.
No, you don't, but I'd like you to this time.
Here we go.
We'll just see.
Well, you've got to make him go back again. You cover the bottle, you cover the glass.
Yes.
You go like that. The glass changes back to the bottle. And when you do that, take that, and you pour out.
All done. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Paul. And Isla, could you just refresh our memories and tell us the scores on the doors?
Bill and Sally have 16 points and Irene and Nigel with 17.
And so we have to lose Bill and Sally. We're very sorry to see you go, but you've been wonderful sports. We've enjoyed having you here with us. And Isla, what have we for Bill and Sally to take home with them?
Hand-cut crystal glasses, a camera and the doors.
Now, first question. Who shot J.R.?
Kristen.
Right, right, you've got it. One to you, sweetheart. Second question. Who is the new leader of the Labour Party?
Michael Foot.
You've got it. Here we go. On which day of the week this year does Christmas Day fall?
Thursday.
You got it. It's you. All right, bye. All right, Irene. Well, what have we got for Irene to take back with her?
A cassette radio and the Generation Game Door.
A Generation Game Door. Bye, Irene. Bye, my love. Over you go. There we are. And Nigel and I will take our route to the loot. Here we go. Open the doors. All right, Nigel, and the 45 seconds it starts now.
And on Nigel's conveyor belt tonight, a food hamper, an electric cleaner, a cuddly parrot, an automatic tea maker, a double magnum of champagne, a TV game, a gold-plated tray, a slow cooker, a selection of Paul Daniels' magic tricks, a digital clock radio, a kitchen clock, a food mixer, a selection of whiskies, a citrus press, a selection of stationery accessories, a convector heater, 2 cut-glass cuddly candlesticks.
Now remember, as many things as you can during the next 45 seconds, and it starts now.
Cleaner, cooker, slow cooker, hamper, champagne, parrot, radio, squeezy thing, tray,
kitchen clock,
candlesticks,
Hoover,
cuddly toy. Stationery.
Paul Daniels fun
magic
game.
set.
Yes.
Whiskey.
Food hamper.
The hamper I've got.
Yeah.
Pastry.
Pastry. The food mixer.
Food mixer.
Got a lot. All right, here we are. Good night, God bless. See you next week, 6:20. Take care of yourself and keep warm.